Good morning. Welcome. I'm Glenna Milberg. Weeks away now from the official start of session, and your Florida lawmakers are in and out of Tallahassee already, moving dozens of bills that could affect you and your family. We are here for you. We start with a few of the bills today on the move this week involving young people, your kids, and their future. One is a move to lift employment restrictions for 16 and 17-year-olds and ease other restrictions for younger teens. Those who love that idea call it freedom to work. Those opposed fear the fallout. And one of those opposed is State Rep Ashley Gantt, Democrat representing a strip of Miami-Dade from Opa-locka to the Miami River, and the only South Florida rep on that first committee that heard the bill this week. Good morning to you, State Rep Gantt.
Good morning, Glenna. It's nice to be here via Zoom. Thank you for having me today.
Of course, and I was really anxious to talk to you because once again, this is one of those things in committee that split right across party lines. Of course, Republicans in the legislature, 2-to-1 majority. And so this bill passed against you and 4 other Democrats. Tell me, we'll get into the bill specifics, but generally, what is your opposition to this?
So the opposition is treating children as adults. This bill would essentially allow children to work as many hours as adults work while they're still in school. And the rationale or the actual words of the bill sponsor was 16 and 17-year-olds are not children, they're youth workers. There's no definition of a youth worker in statute. So essentially that was made up to enact the process of adultification, taking away these last few years that they have to be children and go to school and do things that children do, but they'll be subjected to working as many hours without breaks like adults work. And I believe it's a blowback from the lack of or the shortage of workers due to the anti-immigration bill that was passed and signed into law last session.
So to your point, Florida is experiencing most certainly a shortage of workers in all kinds of places. We actually feel that right here in this industry as well. But 16 and 17-year-olds, I guess, can be really different. I mean, we all know 16 and 17-year-olds that are kids, and we know them that act like adults. But the purpose of working right now, they can work. They can work with certain restrictions, and those restrictions actually in the law that it stands right now can be waived under certain circumstances. So what really does this change?
Well, this basically allows employers, in my perspective, to take advantage of children. So as we were questioning the bill sponsor, there's no reporting system where if there were abuses or are abuses for these children or towards these children by the employers, we don't have a mechanism where parents will be able to report it. Additionally, we already have in place procedures and processes for employers to be able to employ 16 and 17-year-old children if they do need to work additional hours. There is a process for that. Florida, the rise from 2019 to 2022 of child labor law violations in the state of Florida was over 159%. And so with these restrictions already in place, we see that employers are already abusing the process. So if we take these off, we have no reporting mechanism, we have no enforceability, we have no accountability to make sure that these children are safe in workplaces. And one of the comments was families need more wages or family needs more money. My rebuttal to that was pay a living wage to their parents so you don't have to subject their child to have to now work as an adult but still be in school and still have to maintain their attendance in school, because absenteeism is still an issue that we're addressing in the legislature.
Can I just jump in here, because you just said a lot of things, and I want to unpack a little bit of what you were talking about. There's actually a group behind this, and a group that's doing this same sort of lobbying and bill. I think they actually drafted the bill. A group called Foundation for Government Accountability. Not quite sure what that moniker means, but they're also drafting this bill in other states, and their stated reasons were parental rights, giving parents the right to choose whether their kids work, which is kind of what you talked about, and also expanding the workforce. So your reasoning actually is pretty much on target.
Yes, and in the same committee, we had another bill that preempts local governments from being able to set wages, which means that at the same time, we were saying that the local governments can't pay above the state minimum wage, but now we want families to have more money by making their kids work more hours as if they're adults.
Do you think working a job, the responsibility of working a job and balancing maybe school and maybe sports and a job is actually a good education in a way?
They already do that. We already have the mechanism. We already have the expectations or the parameters in place. They already do that. Allowing what this bill does, it allows children to work as many hours as adults. And we already have it in place and we already see violations. And we offered particular amendments to ensure that there's accountability. So Rep. Nixon from Jacksonville, she offered an amendment to make sure that employers reported sexual harassment reports to parents so that parents are aware. It was voted down along party lines.
I saw that, and I think 5 or 6 other amendments by Democrats, kind of
Correct.
deja vu from last session, but there are a couple of other committee meetings to go, and we will be watching that. I hope you come back. First of all, everyone should know that you really stepped up and made this time cut out for us today, which we greatly appreciate you being with us, and we'll see you again very soon.
Yes, please. I love to be here. Thank you for this and making sure our community is informed. The legislative session starts on January 9th, and the Florida channel is how anyone can watch it anywhere, online or on TV. Thank you so much.
And you can go on right now and hashtag read the bill. All right, take care.